This week,
Earthquake, earthquake.
earth, wind, and fire. No, not that one. Wrong. California burning. This week, wildfires continue to rage across the state, destroying homes, leaving hundreds to flee and pushing emergency services to the limit. A friend of mine brought me here yesterday and said, "Spen, what's wrong with this picture?" It is the wrong colour. All of this should really be green. The ground here is parched, and it's just one spark away from catastrophe. Events as big as lightning strikes and as simple as vehicle exhausts touching dry grass have caused fires across the area. There's been a massive drought here for years, and the water shortage is now so bad they've had to put emergency measures into place. But no amount of forced reduction of water consumption by California's governor is likely to dampen the danger of wildfires anytime soon. And that's why the emergency services need all the help they can get. And that includes this consumer thermal imaging technology we've previously seen being used to improve energy efficiency around the home. Mark Chislak strapped in for the ride of his life.
Thermal imaging technology is particularly useful for the emergency services, which is why I'm travelling in Truck 1 of the Santa Barbara Fire Department en route to their training facility. This is a completely necessary part of this story and not at all a childhood dream.
We've been using thermal imaging technology for about 10 years now, and we've gone through different iterations as the technology changes. We started with huge handheld ones, and now we have the little Seek Thermal small ones, about thumb size. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand is when you go into a fire, things aren't super illuminated, they're super darkened, so you can't see anything. This allows us to find somebody who may be unconscious or trapped in a burning building.
Originally developed for the military, thermal imaging technology is now finding its way into the hands of ordinary consumers. Just outside Santa Barbara is Seek Thermal's headquarters. They've created a tiny camera which can convert Android and iOS smartphones into thermal imaging kit.
Much like GPS or microchips, liquid crystal displays, these all came out of the military and now are very much part of our daily lives. You can do thermal audits of a home or a building and find out where heat is leaking, plug those holes and save energy and, of course, save money. We see these applications for thermal now being very pervasive in the emergency responders.
So we have thermal imaging cameras, the Santa Barbara Fire Department, and our very own fire. What else do we need to throw into the mix of this story? How about a drone?
Emergency services across the globe are already conducting trials and pilot projects with drones. With thermal imaging cameras as small as these, the drone can be introduced to a host of different situations.
Instead of sending somebody out in a truck, just having an unmanned drone with a thermal imager could show you hot spots that may be the sign of a wildfire starting. In addition to that, when you actually have a wildfire going, one of the things that we need to check constantly for is it moving ahead? Is the wind driving it ahead? Are embers pushing it further forward? And with a drone, we'd be able to do that out ahead of the fire. And to have that type of capacity would be invaluable.
So, consumer thermal imaging, a technology which could really take off.